George McGinnis from the Australian newspaper, interviewing colleague and competitor David Marr from the Sydney Morning Herald. We're both from outside as well. And I want to talk to you about Kevin Rudd's rage, the anger at the core of the man. David, you've seen it firsthand. Explain it to me.
I've seen it firsthand, and when you see it, then you see the man for himself. The shutters fall away, the mask disappears, and you see the eloquent, passionate human being that he takes such care to hide most of the time.
He can't show this person to the public at large, can he?
No, it's
almost too confronting.
It's confronting. It's not out of control, and it's not scary, and it doesn't disqualify him from being Prime Minister. But it's like looking into the furnace, and yes, he's got to keep that away from the public. He can't show it.
And the idea that the public has that they don't quite know the guy, even though they gave him a record of approval ratings for 3 years, with no precedent in any polling history in Australia, is that part of the dilemma, do you think, that the electorate has trying to get a grip on the guy, that he's concealing, in a sense?
Yeah, because because he has to have this polite mask on his face, and that's been constructed, I think, over a very long time, and that's what you see. But you know that you're not seeing through to the man himself.
Because politicians can do passion. They can spin out of control from time to time. They cry like Bob Hawke did. They can get a bit cranky the way John Howard did. They can be borderline mad the way Paul Keating was. What is it about Kevin Rudd's inner being that you can't show? How does it contrast with that? How is it that the guy can't at least let a little bit of himself hang out?
I'm not sure in the end that I know the answer to that, because when he does let a little bit of himself hang out, he is in fact a much more convincing human being than this tightly controlled, very polite construction, which is what he allows the public to see.
Now, he obviously took a chip at you when you explained to him man-to-man what it was you were writing about. Has he got back in since the essay hit the streets?
Not directly, but I understand last night at the midwinter ball in Canberra, he made some what he took to be, what he tried to make light-hearted references to it. But I understand that was a rather typically Rudd performance where the light-heartedness fell a bit flat, unfortunately.
Were the jokes bullet pointed, were they? Did we get them in dot points, or did we get a...
I think they could be...
or do we get a PowerPoint presentation?
They could be available in dot point. I wasn't there, just a couple of friends who talked to me about it and said that he presented himself as a man, not angry, but driven by boiling rage, and he was presenting sort of mock threats to people during the speech. But that's all. Otherwise,
and especially for the move there in your case.
Actually, yes, not there. But I haven't heard anything back from him at all. No. Okay. Which I think is the best cause for him.
Just moves on.
Just another commentator.
Just another commentator having a crack.
Yep.
As you do at the Prime Minister.
His job, as he said when it first came out, I govern the country and commentators comment. We'll stick to our own. We'll stick to our own jobs.
Alrighty, congratulations again.
Thank you, George.
Enjoy the campaign trail.